What is going on, guys? It is BZ, and we are back for episode 3 of the Factorio Let's Play. Now, it's been a while since we were in this world. I mean, it doesn't seem like it to you, but it very well is for me. So I'm gonna try and give the quick rundown of what has changed. Let's see. First off, we have added a full new row of furnaces smelting iron because how the system is right now, it is using a lot of iron. So for the moment being, this is what we're gonna do. I'll get back to that in a minute. I just want to show you guys the rest of the main focus. We've done some research. We've done a lot of research. And this is some of our new stuff. We have pump jacks. That's going to mine all of our oil. And we have a tank. Tank which is going to collect all of our crude oil until we start our refinery setup. And then that'll go on to do bigger and better things. But we will get back to that. So as you see, we have automated quite a bit. We have redone the our research area. We now have red and green stuff producing, and we have what, 2 4 6 8, we have 10 places that are running that are getting our stuff, so that's good. It's making it a little faster to make research. And we've also started production on steel, so steel is probably going to be one of our primary resources, similar to coal or iron. I mean, not coal, copper and iron, because it is used quite a bit, so we will probably be seeing a lot of that in the future. The next thing we've worked on is let's see if we can get up there. I wish we could go faster, but oh, I am stuck in the tree. We have completed our wall. We have the wall that goes across the top, the left side, and if you guys can see it down here on the bottom, along the bottom side. Actually, it's right here. So that gives us some room to go down, and gives us some room in the back, which is good. But for the time being, I'm going to try and keep this area to our right open as much as I can, because that's where our factory is probably primarily gonna be, is that way. So that is probably gonna be where we'll be attacked the most, and where we're gonna have to have the highest defenses. Now this over here, this is obviously bigger. We have extended this to what is, from what people across the internet on the subreddit and through the forums have concluded to be the perfect ratio of boilers to steam engines, which is if my memory suits me, it is 13 boilers to 10 steam engines. So it is quite long, but we are now producing a large amount. We're producing 2 watts of consumption, megawatts, sorry. So that's very good. We're not gonna have to deal with energy for a little bit, but when that does, we're probably going to just duplicate this right here, and when that gets done, we'll probably put some more over here. So now that I have this done, what's probably going to happen next is we are going to do research on this. This is going to give us an electric furnace. Now what that does is that, obviously, it's a furnace that's electric. It's not going to require us to use any coal. So that means coal will only be used down here for, actually it won't be down here for steel, because we'll replace those with electric furnaces also. And they are actually the same speed as our stone furnaces, but it does a lot less pollution. And, you know, we don't have to use coal anymore, which is one less thing we're taking from the earth. So that's also very good, and it's going to help us kind of clear up and more efficiently do our smelting. Now, along with that, if I can open our thing, as you see, we've done research. We have some of these things, which are medium electric poles. which have a much larger distance than the small ones. This is going to help us reduce the amount of poles and have more things in better spaces, all that fun jazz. And also we have the big electric poles, which have a smaller area, but they have a much larger reach. So if we're trying to take power to an area that's way away from us, that's how we're going to do it. Now also we have these red belts. These are twice the speed as the old ones, but what those do, it's going to have stuff be a lot faster, which is amazing, of course. It'll get stuff done. It'll move things much faster. So when I see you next, I should hopefully start having these be all red belts, and we'll get some other things recorded, and I'll be back when that is done. Okay, so we've had some time pass, as it tends to do, and in that time we have done a few things, like we have started production of red belts, and hopefully here in the future we will be replacing the majority of our low speed belts with these big red ones, but at the moment that's not really our priority, so sadly that project is gonna have to be put on hiatus for the moment. Along with that, we have started our red circuits to go along with the green ones. Took a little bit of inhibition. It took some thinking to do. There we go. And these are gonna help us craft some of the more advanced things, I guess I would say. And the thing that goes into these, you see right here, is our plastic, which is the next kind of big thing that I worked on. The setup that's in right now is probably not going to be the final one, and as you can see, it is very messy. But this is kind of a very rudimentary refinery system. We've got our crude going to a refinery, which is turning it into heavy oil, light oil, and petrol gas. Now, petrol gas is probably the most used, actually pretty much the only thing that's going to be used for the rest of the game. So what we can do is use these things down here, the chemical plants. We can use that to turn our light oil and our heavy oil into petroleum gas, which is going to help us kind of make sure everything is going well later on in the game, because there will be a point when we've ran out of oil. I mean, we don't technically run out, but it gets to a point where it's hard to function. So hopefully turning everything into petrol gas is going to be the way to go. So that is going to be super fun. Now we've amped up our gear production because we're not getting a lot, and we still are not really getting what we need. And we have researched our electric furnaces, but we are kind of right now just waiting for materials like our advanced circuits to be made. And I need to bring down some stone, and just to get that into stone bricks, because right now we're crafting them straight into walls for the big wall. So I need to split some of that off so we can make some of these electric furnaces, which would be super duper cool, as the kids say. That's what kids say, right? I know. Whatever. But I digress. We have actually had some problems. Surprisingly enough, we have had some attacks. So we've extended a wall around the front, and we have our laser turrets protecting us, which actually this wall is having to go forward here in a minute because we have pretty much reached our limit for this first wall. So we're probably going to have to extend this, and it's going to look like we're going to have to take out this base. I'm going to pull up the map, and you can see we have a kind of a small base up here, which we are going to have to take out, and we will probably going to have to do that fairly soon because we are getting attacked every, I don't know, probably 10-15 minutes by these guys, and they're not really doing that much of a, they're not doing much, but they are affecting us, rather because they're actually hitting us. So they're an issue. Moving on to power, we are doing good for the moment being, but it looks like pretty soon we're gonna have to figure out something to do with our power because we have so much stuff running power now. Like, I don't. It's gonna have to do some rebalancing with how we're gonna run our system because we don't really want it to be peaking out and us not knowing about it because that'll just slow down all of our production, and we really don't want to do that. So let's see, what do we have to do? The system I have going on, I'm leaving some room for extension, I guess, and I don't know if it's the most efficient way of doing it because it is kind of rudimentary looking. So I may retweak that here in the future, but we will kind of just have to find out how it goes. But everything else seems to be backing up pretty good. I'm really liking this system. It's a lot. That's what I'm looking for. It's a lot more organized than my factory on my last playthrough, so that's very good. And I'm just hoping that we're not gonna have the issues that I had before. But this being my second playthrough, I've learned a lot since then, so it's probably gonna help us. And I really hope that you guys are gonna like this series because I am having a blast playing this again. So I really hope that you guys like it too. And I'd really, really urge you guys to play this game because yeah, I've put too many hours to speak of into this game. So I'd like to share my fun adventures with you guys. You can go to the official Factorio website and download the free trial. Uh, you'll learn some things in the free trial, and those are good things, and it'll probably give you a good overview of what the game is. And I think it's pretty damn good, I would say. So the next thing that we are probably gonna do is try and just push through all these red and green things to research because we don't really need them actually. Well, we may not do bullet damage because I'm gonna try and just push over bullet damage because it's not necessary really. Because shotgun's where it's at. Or actually, we'll do the shotgun speed for now, and we'll make a couple more of the shotgun shells. If you guys are gonna play this game, I would definitely urge to stick with the shotgun for your defense because it is just so much better than the pistol or the submachine gun. It's so much easier to work with. But sadly, guys, we are reaching our time. So until the next episode, I'm probably gonna get some things like research that you guys don't really want to see done and out of the way. We're probably gonna extend this wall a bit, so the factory is gonna look a little larger than it did at the end of this video. But definitely put some comments below. Tell me what you're thinking of this series. Tell me if you want me to do more. Oh, and we're being attacked on the completely other side where there's no anything. Okay, that's not good. We will. Oh, and we're being attacked over here. Okay. Oh. Well, we'll go deal with this, and then I'll end the episode. This is actually a nice way to end the episode. You can shoot trees to kill them. They're a lot faster than mining them, because I hate mining them. They just take forever. Oh, yeah, and there's our friends. Hi, friends. Go away. Please, go away. Thank you. And don't come back. Yeah. Yes, I know one object's being destroyed. I fixed it. So, I guess that means that we have some friends over here that need to be taken care of, and we're gonna have to be doing some perimeter. What's the word I'm looking for? Like securing the perimeter. That's what I mean. I know how to use words. That's what I do all day. Anyway, guys, this has been BZ, and I will see you next time. Ayo!